You know, when we talk about faith, one of the concepts that often comes up, especially in Islam, is the idea of shirk. It's a term that can sound a bit intimidating, but at its core, it's incredibly important to understand. Shirk, which means associating partners with Allah, is considered the gravest sin in Islam. It's not just a minor slip-up. It's a fundamental violation of the core belief of Tawheed, the oneness of Allah. Imagine for a moment the essence of worship. It's about recognizing that there is one supreme being, one creator who has authority over everything. When we start to associate others with Allah, whether in worship or in attributing divine qualities, we're stepping into a territory that can lead us away from the very foundation of our faith. Major shirk, or shirk al-akbar, is when someone worships something or someone other than Allah. Think about idolatry or polytheism. These practices directly contradict the belief that Allah is unique and unparalleled. But it's not just about the big stuff. There's also minor shirk, or shirk al-asghar. This can be a little trickier because it often creeps into our lives without us even realizing it. For instance, swearing by something other than Allah or showing off during acts of worship can lead us down a slippery slope. It's like when you're trying to stay fit and you think, oh, just a little cheat here and there won't hurt. But those little cheats can add up, right? The Quran is very clear about the consequences of shirk. It's not just a guideline, it's a warning. In Surah An-Nisa, we see that Allah explicitly states that He will not forgive those who associate partners with Him if they die without repenting. That's heavy. It's like being given a chance to turn back, but knowing that if you don't take it, the consequences are dire. Eternal punishment, as mentioned in Surah Al-Ma'idah, is a reality for those who engage in shirk. It's a stark reminder of how serious this sin is. And then there's the concept of injustice. Surah Luqman describes shirk as a great injustice. Think about that for a moment. When you associate something or someone with Allah, you're not just diminishing His greatness. You're also doing a disservice to yourself. You're denying yourself the fullness of a relationship with the one who created you. Now, here's the good news. If someone realizes they've committed shirk and sincerely repents, there's hope. Allah's mercy is vast, and He promises forgiveness for those who turn back to Him. Surah Az-Zumar reassures us that no matter how far we've strayed, we shouldn't despair. It's like being lost in a maze and finally finding the exit. The moment you decide to embrace Tawheed again, you're welcomed back with open arms. So, how do we avoid falling into shirk? It starts with self-awareness. It's about recognizing where our loyalties lie and ensuring that our worship is directed solely to Allah. It's about striving to purify our intentions and actions. The journey of faith isn't about perfection. It's about sincerity. In a world where distractions are everywhere and the lines between belief and practice can blur, understanding shirk is crucial. It's a call to reflect on our relationship with Allah, to reinforce our commitment to His oneness, and to seek His mercy. After all, faith is a journey, and every step we take towards understanding and avoiding shirk brings us closer to the truth of our existence. So, let's keep striving for that clarity, that connection, and that devotion to the one who deserves it all.